Welcome everybody. In this video, we're going to be reviewing Studio Series 86 Dinobot Swoop. So for this video, we're going to be going over the figure, including the box, the backdrop, the articulation, the design, and the transformed mode. So let's get into the box art, or the box in general, really. So this is 26th in the series, as you may be able to tell, and there's a little hole there. This is pretty much what the box looks like without the figure in it. You also have the dino mode, I guess, dinosaur mode, the transform mode, whatever you want to call it. He is a leader class here, and pretty nice side box art. He's got his transform mode still, and this is the back of the box here. Big screen inspired, the normal mumbo jumbo. This is from the Battle of Autobot City. He is 21 steps. And Swoop and the Dinobots drop in to destroy Devastator. So yeah. Unfortunately, this guy is not a combiner type, so he can't transform into Volcanicus, unfortunately. But yeah, we do have this another image there. So we're gonna get out the backdrop so that way I can actually show you it. First time I've opened up this backdrop, because I almost never actually use the backdrops on these figures because I think they're stupid. Okay, no instructions. Oh, nope, the instructions are still in there. Alright, there we go. Backdrop. Now, this is a pretty nice looking backdrop. We got a pretty big scene going on. There's stuff going on everywhere. This is what the figure looks like inside of the backdrop here. Pretty nice, although his wings can get in the way a little bit. So yeah, pretty nice backdrop, and nothing's behind it though. It's just a piece of cardboard, so yeah. So, for the figure, we do have a few things going on, so I'll be showcasing all that, or at least trying to. Gotta make sure I put this backdrop back first, because I don't want it just laying about. Especially since it is made of cardboard after all. Alright, let's get into the figure now. So, if I compose him back to his normal stance here, just so you do know, this is actually Grimlock's sword here. So, if you do have Grimlock from the Studio Series line, and you don't have his sword, this is where you get it. So, yeah. Alright, so, starting off, we have his head. There we go. He has that little fin kind of thing going on his head, and he does have a little hole that you'll use for the transformation later. He has a pretty basic head. It's like a silverish color, so yeah, compared to the gray of some other figures. And going down to his body, we have the Autobot logo on top of where his actual dino head is. And you also have like a thing separate. You can technically use these as like, I don't know. You can kind of use those as joints depending on how you use it. But yeah, he also has pretty basic arms. They're just gray. So yeah, he also has some pretty nice wings with a fair bit of detailing on them, which is pretty cool. And he has that on the same side. He also has these little missiles things that you can take off if you want to. And you could also take these separate things off too if you want, although I don't really see a point in doing that. You can technically give him them as weapons, but I don't usually do that. Going around back in this area, pretty ugly looking back part here, but the wings are pretty nice, all things considered. And as for the legs, they're pretty basic. Some have some gold detailing with his feet for his transformed mode, and you also have some like shin guards, I suppose, and then he has the basic blocky feet. He does have these things which essentially allow for better posing and better stability. So like, for example, he falls down because he's back heavy here, but if you put the things on, it's easier to keep him up. So I do recommend using that if you're having trouble keeping him up. So like here, even though he's slightly bent over, you can tell he's still standing. So yeah. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. There we go. So now we're going to go over the articulation. So let me just put this out a little bit. There we go. All right. So articulation. head is on a ball joint, so you can twist that around. You can do whatever. You can kind of get a little bit of side tilt there. You can look pretty far up and a little bit far down. You can use the transformation joint to have them look really far down, although it kind of looks goofy. For the arms, you have to put out the wings for if you want to use their full pulse ability, but that's what we're going to do. So you could twist almost all the way around. Unfortunately, the wings are blocking it. So yeah, you can't really do anything past that. So yeah. And then you can go full out. And then you have a bicep swivel. You have an elbow bend. Unfortunately, no double elbow bend. And you also do have twisting hands. So that's pretty nice. Depending on how you orient it, you can kind of get a little like I forgot the joint name, but yeah, you can kind of do that where you kind of put the sword down slightly. It's hard to remember the name. The torso can twist a little bit. If you knock out the beak a little bit or the head a little bit, you can get a lot. Wait, never mind. Oh yeah, I forgot. Wait, okay, I guess it literally just prevents itself. So never mind on that. But you also have your legs here, which you can go forward, pretty far back. And you could also have them go out. And then you have upper leg rotation, excuse me. You have a pretty good knee bend. You can actually go pretty far. That's part of the transformation joints. That's why it can go up so far. And then you do have a nice little leg or feet, whatever it's called. I forgot the name of the thing. But yeah, you can do that with the feet, and you could also go up and down if you want. So like that. If you have the feet fully in, you can go especially far up and down. Well, not down, but yeah. Excuse me as I forget all the joints on this guy. So we're now going to go into his robot mode. Or not his robot mode, his dino mode. Excuse me. So, starting off, we're going to get this separated. So just push that out, push those back. And then what you're going to want to do is push this out like that. And then you're going to want to line the head up to this thing. So line it up like that. And then you'll notice this little thing here I was talking about earlier, like this. And you can push this little part into there. And you got the head. Now you're going to want to just push that out of the way for now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to jimmy it forward. And then do the same with the other side. And then they're going to connect like that. So yeah. And then what we're going to want to do is it seems that it's already unmaking itself. We're going to just push that out of the way again. And then we're going to want to push out the wings. And then you see the Autobot logo there. And you're going to want to push that down. And then do the same with the other wing. Make sure that doesn't drop. Excuse me. Alright, there we go. Okay. And then after that, you're going to want to go to the arms. And then you're going to push the hands in like that. And then you're going to make sure these line up. There's some holes here, and then there's some knobs, and then you're all, yeah, they kind of reverse, I guess. And then you push that in, so the wings are pretty much done. Do the same thing on the other side, so just push that in, make sure it's all lined up, and boop. Okay, actually, that was stupid of me. I forgot about the hand, although it's not going to be that big of a deal. All right, there we go. Okay, we have that. Now, as for our the rest of our head, we're just going to push this down to where it's like that. And then the legs are pretty easy. What you're going to do is you're going to push the leg or the feet like up like that. Do the same thing on both sides. And then you want to push them into these little tabs here, or whatever you want to call them. And boom. That is our transformed mode. So yeah, the feet, those are the feet, like I said earlier. So yeah, pretty nice transform mode. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to get the head unless you have it in a certain orientation. You can do that. Wait, that's a way to do it. You can use the head's special joint to do that. So pretty nice looking figure. Yeah, the articulation is small. You just have a slight little wingspan thing, and you can also do the bottom of the wings, or you can kind of do that with the wings too, if you want. So you can have it like perched up like this, if you want. So that's pretty nice. And then we're also going to, actually wait, isn't that like a part of it? Something like that. But legs don't move because they're connected to here. So yeah, arms are not supposed to move. So yeah, like I said, head could move, or like I already showed you, head can move. So you can do it anyone. If you could do it flight mode, you could do it in like a standing mode. You could do whatever. So the beak is pretty nice. You can open the mouth, and you can put a little blast piece in there. So like a fire breath piece. I don't have the bag on me right now, but I do have like a fire breath piece, although this is not part of the figure. So yeah, it's pretty similar to the in terms of design to the other mode, but there are a couple hidden things like the Autobot logos here, and then some of the other details, the wings. So that's a pretty nice figure. That is it for my review. I will see you guys later. Bye.